Welcome to Whispers of the Wild. Today we're going on a magical journey with Eli and Tallfeather. So I invite you to open your heart to the whispers of the wild and let the peaceful energy guide you to the quiet strength that dwells within. Here, every leaf tells a story, rivers sing of resilience, and the spirit animals guide us through mystical realms. This haven of calm, your pause in the dance of life, guides us all home to the inner treasures within. So I invite you, if it's safe for you to do so, to find a comfortable and quiet space. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vast and ancient forest. The trees are rising high in the sky, their leaves whispering secrets of old. Now picture a path leading into the heart of the forest. This is no ordinary path. It's a gateway to a world of wonder, a realm where nature speaks and wisdom flows. In the heart of this forest, you'll soon meet two extraordinary beings, Eli, a young boy with a curious heart, and Tallfeather, a wise old turkey with a spirit as ancient as the woods. Their tale is one of discovery and friendship, and the deep wisdom of nature. My name's Katie Wyatt. I'm the founder of And Still I Rise, Whispers of the Wild. I hope you enjoy listening to this as much as I enjoyed writing it, that it brings you a sense of peace as you get ready to embark on this magical tale of Eli and Tallfeather. In the heart of an ancient forest, where whispers of wisdom float on the breeze and secrets nestle in the shadows, there was once a young boy named Eli. Eli, with a heart full of curiosity and eyes aglow with wonder, wandered into the forest, lured by its mysterious call. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of amber and rose, Eli realized he was lost. The once familiar trees now seemed like silent strangers, their branches weaving a labyrinth around him. In Eli's moment of fear, as the forest shadows grew deeper and the air hummed with the unseen life of the night, a figure emerged from the underbrush. It was a turkey, but not of the ordinary kind. This was a turkey of remarkable presence, commanding the space around it with an aura of ancient wisdom. The turkey's feathers were a tapestry of the forest's history, Each feather seemed to carry its own story, shimmering with a palette of colours that defied the simplicity of nature. Some were the deep green of the dense ferns that carpeted the forest floor, while others held the russet and gold of autumn leaves that had danced to the ground in seasons past. Several feathers bore the silvery sheen of moonlight that filtered through the treetops, casting ghostly shadows. But it was the turkey's eyes that truly set it apart. These were not the eyes of a mere bird, but pools of knowledge reflecting the ancient wisdom of the forest. They sparkled with a clarity and depth that spoke of centuries of watching the world change, of seeing the cycles of life, death, and rebirth that governed all things in the wild. These eyes had witnessed the silent passage of deer through dappled sunlight and the relentless growth of vines around ancient oaks, the ceaseless dance of the rivers and the streams. In those eyes, Eli saw flickers of stories untold, of secrets kept in the heart of the forest. They held a calm assurance, a promise that through the path, although shrouded in mystery, there was a wisdom to guide him. And in the gaze of this majestic turkey, Eli sensed a connection to something far greater than himself, a link to the timeless spirit of nature that whispered of courage and understanding and the deep, enduring magic of the wild. This was no mere bird, but a guardian of the forest lore, a keeper of tales woven through the ages. And as it stepped forward, the underbrush seemed to bow in respect, and the night sounds hushed, as if in reverence to the wisdom and the majesty embodied in this extraordinary turkey. Tall Feather, the wise old turkey with a presence as ancient as the forest itself, perceived the distress in young Eli's eyes. And with a gentle, knowing look, he beckoned the boy to follow him. Tall Feather moved with a grace that belied his size, each step a deliberate and thoughtful gesture, resonating with the rhythm of the earth. And as they ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, Tall Feather's voice was rich and calming, like the rustling of autumn leaves and a gentle breeze filling the air. His words were not spoken in the language of humans, and yet Eli understood them perfectly. It was as if the forest itself was translating the wisdom carried on the wind. Tall Feather spoke of the forest's ancient ways, of the secrets held in the roots of the towering trees, and the songs whispered by the running streams. He talked about the dance of the seasons, the delicate balance of life, and the intricate web that connected every living being. With every word, the forest around them seemed to come alive. Trees appeared to lean in closer. Their leaves shimmered with a newfound vibrancy. Small creatures of the forest, usually hidden in the shadows, peeked out in curiosity and wonder, sensing the presence of their wise guardian. Tall Feather led Eli to a clearing where the moonlight cast a silvery glow, turning dewdrops on the grass into a field of sparkling jewels. It was here that he taught Eli to listen, to truly listen, to the heartbeat of the forest and to Mother Earth. Under Tall Feather's guidance, Eli closed his eyes and felt the pulse of the earth, the harmonious symphony of life that resonated through the ground and filled the air. As the journey continued, Tall Feather shared stories of the forest guardians, the spirits of the trees, and the ancient ones who had walked these paths long before. He spoke of the courage of the smallest ant, the wisdom of the oldest oak, and the resilience of the river that carved its way through stone. With each step and every story, Eli's eyes grew wider with wonder, and his heart fuller with a deep, resonant understanding. He began to see the forest not as a place of mystery and fear, but as a realm of wonder and learning, a sacred space where every leaf and stone held a lesson. This journey with Tall Feather was more than just a path through the woods. It was a voyage into the depths of understanding, a transformative tale of connection with the natural world. Eli learned to see the beauty in the simple and the profound and the mundane. The wisdom shared by Tall Feather was a treasure far greater than any worldly possession, a gift of insight and harmony with the world around him. In the presence of Tall Feather, Eli found not only the way through the forest, but a path to wisdom and a deeper connection with the world. Lessons that would stay with him and guide him for the rest of his life. As Eli and Tall Feather continued their journey, it became evident that this was no ordinary trek through the woods, but a journey of the soul. With each step, the forest revealing deeper truths, and the boundaries between the boy and the wilderness blurred, weaving together in a tapestry of understanding and connection. Tall Feather, with the wisdom of countless moons, began to teach Eli the language of the trees. He explained how each rustle of the leaves, each creak of the branches was a word, a sentence, a story. And so Eli learned to listen, not just with his ears, but with his heart. He heard the ancient oak recount tales of resilience. The birch whisper secrets of renewal. And the willow sing songs of sorrow and joy. The trees became not just silent sentinels of the forest, but storytellers, keepers of history and wise elders sharing their knowledge. The turkey also introduced Eli to the songs of the rivers. He taught the boy that every babble and every ripple and every rush was a note in a never-ending melody. Eli learned to understand these songs, finding in them stories of the journey, of obstacles overcome, and the relentless pursuit of the path forward. The river's constant flow became a symbol of life's unending movement, teaching Eli the value of resilience and the beauty of embracing change. Under the vast canopy of the night sky, Tall Feather showed Eli how to read the stars. The constellations became a map, not just of the heavens, but of life itself. Eli learned to find guidance in the patterns etched across the night. The stars telling stories of heroes and legends of time and eternity. The constellations taught him about navigation, not just in the physical sense, but in finding one's way through the challenges of life. Even the smallest leaves on the forest floor held lessons for Eli. Tall Feather taught him to read the patterns of the leaves, to see the signs and signals they offered, the way they fell, the patterns they formed with their veins, and the colours they turned with the seasons. All these held wisdom. Eli learned to find meaning in the life cycle of a leaf, understanding the impermanence of life and the beauty of each stage, from the budding green of spring to the rich decay of autumn. Through these teachings, Eli's journey with Tall Feather became a pilgrimage of awakening. He began to see the forest not just as a physical space, but as a living, breathing entity, rich with wisdom and lesson. The journey transformed Eli, ingraining in him a profound respect for nature and an understanding of his place within it. He learned that every element of the forest, from the towering trees to the meandering rivers, from the twinkling stars to the humble leaves, spoke a language of wisdom, waiting to be understood by those who would listen with an open heart and a willing spirit. He showed Eli how to tread lightly upon the earth, each step mindful and measured, leaving no trace that would disturb the delicate balance of the forest. Tall Feather explained that the earth was a sacred space, a living entity that deserved the utmost respect. And so Eli learned to move through the forest, not as an intruder, but as a humble guest, appreciating the beauty and sanctity of this ancient realm. Tall Feather imparted the wisdom of sustainability to Eli. He taught the boy how to forage for berries and nuts, guiding him to only take what was necessary for sustenance and never more. Eli learned the importance of leaving enough for the other creatures of the forest and for future growth. This lesson extended beyond foraging. It was the principle of life, teaching Eli to live with mindfulness and consideration for the needs of others and for the future. Perhaps the most profound lesson was the act of giving back to the earth in gratitude. Tall Feather demonstrated this by gently returning fallen leaves to the soil, explaining how this simple act nourished the land that provided for them. He encouraged Eli to express his thanks to the forest, whether through a whispered word of gratitude, a planted seed, or a moment of silent reverence. These acts of giving back became a ritual for Eli, a way to acknowledge and honor the cycle of give and take that sustained life. Through these lessons, Eli's perception of the world around him transformed. He began to see the interconnectedness of all life, how the trees provided shelter and oxygen, how the rivers quenched the thirst of the land, and how each creature played a vital role in the ecosystem. He understood that the tapestry of the forest was woven from countless threads, each essential, each connected. The plants, the animals, the elements, and even humans were part of this intricate web of life. Eli learned that every action, no matter how small, had an impact on this web. He realized that living in harmony with nature was not just about appreciation and respect, but about active participation in maintaining the balance of this magical, natural world. As the journey neared its end, Eli found himself standing at the edge of the forest, the way home clear before him. But he was no longer the boy who'd entered the forest. He was now a young guardian of the earth, carrying the wisdom of the forest in his heart. Tall Feather, with a final nod of pride, disappeared into the forest, leaving behind a single feather as a reminder of the journey. Eli, holding the feather, knew that it was far more than a memento. It was a symbol of the wisdom, courage, and the connection he had found in the forest. The Tale of Eli and Tallfeather is a story of a hero's journey, guided by the wisdom of a turkey. Please share this with children and wise ones. To inspire hearts about respect for nature, the importance of interconnectedness, and the journey within that leads to true understanding and compassion. Let this be a timeless reminder that wisdom often comes in unexpected forms, and that every journey, no matter how daunting, is an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. Thank you for joining us at And Still I Rise Whispers of the Wild. Whether you find sanctuary at Amatola Care Farm, through And Still I Rise Foundation, or from anywhere else under the sky, may our words guide you home to inner stillness. Honor the silence, honor the journey. Love yourself for where you are today, not where you wish to be tomorrow. Share this journey with us, as each heart united creates waves of healing throughout the world. You can subscribe to our daily meditations, weekly podcast, YouTube channel and community. Let's journey together through the wild whispers of nature, finding peace and wisdom and a sense of belonging. My name is Katie Wyatt. I'm the founder of And Still I Rise Foundation, home to Amatola Care Farm. I am so very grateful that you're here. Until next time, and so it is.